This shit's set up. Ha! Well, alright. Well, alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I am T-Bone, the infamous, notorious, polarizing, divisive, beloved, hated, whatever it is. We are here, and I am back on the microphone for the Mushroom Cup, a 3-week suspension, self-imposed. A couple of the guys were messaging me wanting a little bit of commentary for the race, so I'm going to give that to them. I'm going to commentate the hell out of this race. I'm going to leave this mic smoking like a crack pipe. And fuck yeah, in the first car we see here on his first day out. Not the first island HMP has been on. I'm not talking about Alcatraz either, although you would think that. HMP Hooligans back in the racing community. Great to have this guy back. Overall, just a great guy. He did pay his debt to society. He has come out, and again, with HMP, not only is it rehabilitation, it is habilitation. He is learning new skills every time he's on this track. One of the best drivers, one of the quickest learners we've ever seen, and you know HMP's got that adapt or be killed mentality all the time, man. Once again, I am T-Bone. Shout out to everyone, just everyone in general, man. Anyone who's raced in our league, supported our leagues, hung by me, and I'm going to try to do my best today, folks. I don't want to make any mistakes because that crazy motherfucker T-Bone might kick me out too. So we're just going to keep this one cordial right here. I heard that crazy fucks off his meds. Anyways, HMP with a second place car right there. The only thing with that is there's only 2 cars out. Chenzo there in P2. Jordan with a P1. Chenzo leading the Drivers' Championship, 65 points. Behind him would be none other than Sawa with 54, 11 down, looking to knock Chenzo off his Mushroom Cup throne here in the Mushroom Kingdom. He gets a lot of Princess Peach ass, that's for damn sure. And he's counting those gold coins and Koopas. Jordan, too wavy. Chenzo, Mr. Cam Rudy, one of the most improved drivers I've seen in a long time. Something has gotten into Cam lately. Maybe he Space Jam someone like Hemi, but shout out to Cam there in P3. Illyrian has been a big supporter, man. Always, he was upset that I haven't been doing commentary. One of the main reasons I came back was for Illyrian here. This will be a special, I'm not going to do this every race. I need to take my time off. I need to give myself that mental shampoo, you know? Get away from it a little bit, but once in a while it's kind of fun to do. And this track does bring out some excitement here. It does encourage some good racing. The only F1 circuit I've been to, other than Vegas and Miami, but those weren't during F1 weekends. And it's a fantastic place to watch a race. I always like to sit at that hairpin corner because this track is on an island, and you take the subway to get there. The subway exits right where that hairpin is, and it happens to be one of the more better value spots. The first time I went, I paid to sit at the start-finish line, and it's the most expensive place to sit, and you just watch them whiz by. The only good part was you get to see the grid girls up in close. Anyways, HMP Hooligans, Illyrian on the same team. Diego's so slow. Anything but that, I would say. Very good driver, making his way up the ranks of the DRS Maestros League. Great to have him here making his Mushroom Cup debut. We got Sicario here, the Mexican cartel hitman. We got Jules, New driver to the community. To be honest, I don't remember where he came from. Potentially DRS, potentially LSR. I don't really play the game that much anymore, so I'm not out there meeting drivers like I once was. Maybe during the break we'll do some 5-lap lobbies. But it's no secret I'm not the biggest fan of this game, nor is it a big fan of me. So Jules heading into the pits there. Hopefully that Jules will be a diamond in the rough, but I have my reservations. Anyways, Sawa, P2 in the Drivers' Championship, a place he has found himself a couple times in the Mushroom Cup, looking to get over that hump, get that chip off his shoulder. Kevwood's mom with all those curves and him without no brakes. Good Lord. Shout out to Kevwood and his mama. Shout out to Leader Leebag. Shout out to everyone in this grid. Another one in the pits. Kendrick's in the pits. Kendrick's killing the Star Cup. Just one of the best admins I've ever seen. He is taking that league to places I could never take it. So I feel like once me and Kevwood left the Star Cup, it really improved. No coincidence. And speaking of controversial drivers, he's not even controversial because everyone's in agreement on how shit this guy is. Trophy Marino. Unbelievable. I call him Atrophy Marino, but you could call him Participation Trophy Marino too. And this guy, though, as much as I like to joke, he has been making strides arguably faster than me, if he's the one who's arguing. And I like what I'm seeing in that Canadian Moose Piss Kick Sauber. Looking about as cold as a Calgary, Alberta winter. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Anyways, Trophy Marino, man. It is good to have him in the league. And I say that from the perspective of, I like entertainment. Do we really need to see the same 20 guys driving in a funeral procession? Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's have some bar fight racing, smash mouth racing, that T-bone racing that we all love. And Kevwood somewhere is toasting a Red Bull, White Claw, whatever the fuck he drinks these days. How about Maha and High RPM, the Jordanian brothers, great friends of the Mushroom Cup? Good to have them back. Hazy Aussie has been improving, making giant strides, as well as another one. I noticed he was a top 10 car last night. Very good drive for another one. The kid from Philly, they're going to love him for his ambition. Froggy Boggy, the youngest driver to ever win a Mushroom Cup race, moving to P8. And let's give a shout out here to B-Tom. Fantastic driver, but more so, great human being, hard-working gentleman, professional on and off the track. And definitely a good example to everyone around him, man. This guy's a class guy. He's going places in this world. For sure. Jordan 2 Wavy, though, commissioner of the Mushroom Cup, done a fantastic job, following in the footsteps of other great commissioners like Tbone, Greg Jennings, and So Jordan 2 Wavy there. Shout out to him, man. He's done a fantastic job here, allowing me to kind of take a little step back. I do tend to get a little stressed out sometimes doing this 18 times a week, filtering drivers in and out, drivers moving in and out, revolving doors. I swear that shit will wear on you. Not too many people will understand that. I promise you, man. I ain't crashing out. Actually, my crash out's similar to Donald Trump's crash out. The Public Unraveling of Tbone on Netflix, coming in June. Produced by Greg Jennings. Anyways, Jordan 2 Wavy, Chenzo, Cam Rudy, our top three right now in qualifying. The DRS Maestro, I call him the wretched DRS Maestro, but the truth is he's very beloved and endeared by all of his cohorts here on the track. His peers, his contemporaries, the Maestro, doing his own thing, building his own server, packing that motherfucker with 100 jabronis. And all the other leagues like to pickpocket the top 2 or 3 of those guys. Shout out to that. The Maestro, man. I love it. I love it. He built his own fucking server. He didn't, like, just with guys that he just poached from the internet, off Reddit, Bumble, Grindr, wherever the fuck he is. And he is doing a great job, man, and always doing his funky DRS challenge races. Shout out to Core Drive Racing. Shout out to Lightning Speed Racing, LSR. Shout out to IFM. Shout out to Greg's League. I don't even know what it's called, to be honest, but shout out to Greg's League. Shout out to the Star Cup, the defunct Lightning Cup. We are selling retro Lightning Cup merch. That shit is going to go on eBay right now. And one day, hopefully, yeah, it'll be in some asshole's basement. So we got Jordan 2 Wavy, Chenzo, Cam Rudy, Froggy Buggy. We got Dr. Smystro in P5, and look at that. How about Ezzo? It says Ezzo Seaton, but to me this is Ezzo season, man. Fantastic driver. One of the best in our community. And I am excited for this race. It's great to be back here. We are in Canada. We are in Quebec. The women here, unbelievable. Crazy. Half the girls in this province could suck a golf ball through a garden hose. That's how good they are at it. And Jordan 2 Wavy, though, Mr. Purple right here, Mr. Commissioner of the league. I tried hosting a lobby, and he shut me down today. He said, I'm doing this. He pulled the plug on my show. Apparently, I do have really bad internet connection. Either that or there's 19 Pornhub tabs open. And yeah, we're going to have some fun tonight in the Mushroom Cup. Oh, my goodness, folks. Perspiration, moisture coming down on the track right now. You never know what's going to happen in this unpredictable Montreal climate for sure. I see some clouds to the west. I think Rasta Cheese just smoked a huge bowl. And Shenzo, Ezzo in P3, and we may not see any more improvements other than maybe Trophy Marino now that the track is getting wet. And look at him go here through the wall of champions. Or in his case, a wall of participators. I don't know if that's a word, but I made it up. Trophy Marino. Related to Dan Marino? I think not. And Diego So Slow was a top guy in that DRS Maestro League. Again, it's hard to get that scale and comparison and reference. He was a top guy in there, but I do not know where that would put him in this league. This league, not as strong as it once was, perhaps. I don't know. I would still say it's a Tier 1 league. I would still say it's a Tier 1 league. It's obviously not to the strength of like an LSR Tier 1 or what Greg's doing, but it would still probably be a Tier 1 league based off the drivers in here. So Diego getting a very good test. B-Tom can't stay on the track. He's going to start from the back. That is going to kill his chances of doing well. Ezzo, too. These guys, man, doing it on purpose. Well, you just can't dunk on him. You got to slap backboard and put your nuts in his face, too. Jesus Christ. I'm going to give an Emmy-winning performance tonight, folks. I'm going to commentate like it's my last race, because who knows? Maybe it could be. Maybe it could be, folks. Nothing is promised. I don't have it in me anymore to keep all this shit going on my shoulders. I'm here to help, but I can't be the core guy. Could all end tomorrow. Who knows? Nothing is forever. The only thing that's permanent is change in life. The only thing that's constant is change in life. And when it's time to make a change, all I say is get me a damn fitting room. Let's go. Jordan 2 Wavy, Chenzo, DRS Maestro in one of his best circuits here in P3. Great to see. He is going off to Zimbabwe and Qatar for the holidays. Unbelievable. I'll be home for Christmas. Then he's going to head right to Qatar. Unbelievable. And Cam Rudy there in P4. Froggy Boggy in the P5. Let's have a look at Diego So Slow here, making his Mushroom Cup debut. Most of these drivers will be packing it in here, seeing as the weather has turned a little volatile, ominous, and nefarious, heading through that hairpin there. Louis Vuitton, they must have stole their logos from Blockbuster after they went out of business. And here we go. Diego So Slow. I don't know exactly where he's from, but if I had to guess, it would be South America. And here he heads through the final chicane. Welcome to the Mushroom Cup. Opa! So what do Jewish people yell? L'chaim! When you break something? I don't know. Maybe that'll be our new thing. Although every time I support Israel or Jewish people on here, I tend to lose a lot of followers. I'm not supporting, by the way. Just anytime I say anything, I don't support anyone. I support everyone, actually. We support peace and love. Ay. Anyways, we're going to keep an eye here with Kendricks. We do have to put Kendricks and Chenzo together and call them Chendricks. That'd be a great team. And once again, I am Tbone, man. I want to send my love out there to everyone who stood by me through all the years. I know there's been some ups and downs. Probably not the easiest person to get along with. When I say probably, I mean definitely. So I appreciate you all, man. End of the day, rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not. Same with all these guys, man. It's a Mushroom Cup. 5 years running. Could end today, could end tomorrow, but we're just going to keep it going, have some fun here. Shout out to everyone watching who will watch. whatever the case may be. HMP Hooligan, his whole group of friends watching from prison. The only station they get is Tbone F1 and ABC, so we are honored to be in the London prison system. We are the most popular esports league in the London prison system, actually, passing Rush Hour Racing. Shout out to Cam Rudy, too. Check out his league, Core Drive Racing. Tomorrow, 4:30 Eastern Time, so if you're an unemployed bum and you live in North America, that one's for you. So, Jordan 2, wavy, on top that podium in terms of the poll tonight. Let's go, Jordan. In P2, we got Chenzo. In P3, don't adjust your screen, folks. Take that tinfoil off your head. That's a fucking DRS maestro. In P4, we got Cam, Rudy. In P5, Froggy Boggy. P6, it's a jailbreak. Hooligans. P7, Illyrian, Billy, Hazy Aussie, High RPM, our top 10. In P11, it must be mentioned, Participation Trophy Marino, right there on the cusp of greatness. He is a freshly minted point getter in the Mushroom Cup. And we do ask that all our drivers take a moment or two here before, do your setups, be thorough, be pedantic, and any other word T.I. would throw in right there. I'm giving T.I. a run for dumbest sounding dumb person. The weather does look very clear right now, though, which we love to see. Diego's so slow in that garage right now. We don't see him. He is shitting his brains out, apparently, on the toilet. His first ever race. The nerves are kicking in right there. And he accidentally took a sip out of whatever was in HMP's bottle. That was meant to go up your nose. But anyways, HMP Hooligans, man, as cool as a polar bear's toenail. That is my guy. It's great to see him back in here, man. Jordan 2 wavy. Keep in mind, Chenzo, gazillion time Mushroom Cup champion. I think he's staying here just to dunk on me. And 11 points ahead of Sawa. 11 points ahead of Sawa. I'm not sure how many races are left, but title very much up for grabs, on the line, defended. And gotta love to see Chenzo get a run for his money. Again, today's race sponsored by alcohol, the cause and solution to all life's problems. And we are underway, folks. Oh my God, they started without me. Here we go, though. Jordan 2 wavy leading the way over Chenzo, holding on to that lead right there. Running down the field right now. Jordan, Chenzo, Cam, Rudy, HMP Hooligans. Let's have a look at the big winners and losers quickly right now. Position changes. Hooligans up 2, Illyrian up 2. DRS Maestro, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, dropping down 16 positions right there at the start after that dream qualifying session. Oh my goodness, the Maestro. Anyways, other than that, though, a couple marginal moves. Diego's so slow in his debut race. He's up 3 spots now. He's done some races, but he's never seen somebody like Trophy Marino. And he gets through right there. Look into the left, and he does see Marino looking like a highlighter on wheels, still going and doing his thing. Say what you want about this guy, and I usually do, but he has improved, and I cannot hide the facts. We keep it objective here. We follow empirical evidence. Jordan 2 wavy. Chenzo, Cam, Rudy are top 3 as we look through. Diego, oh no, Trophy Marino, once again at the heart of another catastrophe. Jesus, they hooked there. That did not need to happen at all. That was very avoidable. You got to avoid those. And oh my goodness, right now. This is insane. Trophy Marino looking like a three-legged dog dipped in molasses. He is struggling right now. Right now, it looks like he could not drive a hot knife through butter, and this is not what you want to see. Some of these guys right here with the ineptitude we've seen going through these corners 2 and 3 wide, treacherous, around Toronto. Not Toronto, Montreal, because if it was Toronto, there'd be a fucking Tbone here. And anyways, look at that. Good racing right now, though. We'll take it coming from the back half of the pack. Diego, though, down 3 spots, and he's not going to be happy. And if his first impression of our league is that encounter with Trophy Marino, we may never see him again. So always got to watch for that. All other admins know when it's a guy's first time, you want him to have a good experience. The other drivers do not give a shit if he has a good experience. But if you're the admin, you want him to have a good time, so he wants to come back. Maybe he'll tell his friends, less work for you, you know? Then you have some jerk off that just takes him out for no reason. Then he never comes back, blames me, and he thinks that's a microcosm of the whole league. La la la. Some people will understand. Chenzo, fastest lap of the race, putting a purple stamp on it. And Jordan leading the way. What a drive from Jordan. He's been doing fantastic lately. I think I saw a P3 from him last night in the Greg League, which is a very good finish, man, considering that grid. So Jordan, Chenzo, Cam, Rudy, Hooligans, Illyrian, our top 5. And I'm enjoying it, man. We're having a great time. Lap 3 of 35 right here. I am Tbone, back for a guest spot. Hopefully do a good enough job and that other Tbone doesn't fire me or kick me out. We're going to do our best, though, man. We're going to do our best to pretend we know what we're talking about. Froggy Boggy down 1 spot here. Let's have a look at the tire situation. Sponsored by Magnum Condoms. Our rubber is the best. And here we are, as I don't even put that on. I'm a little rusty, don't worry. So we have a majority of the field on those medium tires. We have a couple guys on those hards, and I'm going to guess Ezzo on those soft tires. Normally it is Kendrick, so very interesting there. I think Kendricks realizes he's good enough now to do well without some dumb strategy where he puts all his money on one number, if you know what I mean. Here's Billy. Billy, the newest member of the Mushroom Cup, joining full-time, taking the seat and migrating host. What the fuck just happened? I think I got lagged out. Yeah, I think I got lagged out. Sorry about that, folks. I'm going to pause my game and